Hello friends, and welcome to another Modern League. It's Friday, so we're playing one of my favorite decks, Yawgmoth Combo, and we're taking a page out of Predicted's book today, and we're playing Aether Vial. So traditionally, this deck wants to play some fast mana or a Young Wolf turn 1. This deck is also going to look at playing Aether Vial as another way to make fast mana or cheat on mana. This deck is extremely mana hungry, so being able to tap Aether Vial to put a Strangleroot Geist into play means that we can use our 3 lands to Eldritch Evolution and turn that Geist into Yawgmoth. We're also playing the Ivy Oak combo, and we've got a white splash in this list. So we got a bunch of white sideboard cards, Aven Mindcensor, Eidolon, Grand Abolisher, which is pretty cool. So during our own turn, the opponent isn't going to be able to interact with us. Kozilek, Butcher of Truth versus Mill. And Culling Ritual is pretty cool. It's one of the new hotness. So as you can see, it destroys each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less, and then you add mana. So against decks like Hammer Time, that's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. And the new Jund Saga, for example, this would do a lot of work. We're also running Leyline of Sanctity, which is pretty cool, so don't have to worry as much about those Thought Seizes or combo decks that are going to be looking to target us. A lot of mill spells nowadays are not targeted, but this might be able to still hit a few things. Not a fan. I think I could probably do this. Get rid of a Yawgmoth. Opponent is mulliganing as well. Okay, we're good to go. Blooming Marsh, Young Wolf, go. As for Sentinels, so we are playing against Hammer Time. We do have a good matchup here, but we can't get overconfident. Hammer Time can kill on turn 2 or 3, so if they have a really good hand, we're already dead. We just don't know it yet. Says Ben, hello, Boo Vials. We gotta try it. This is one of the things that we do on this channel. I play a lot of Yawgmoth, and I'm all about testing new cards, things like this, see how they work. It's been a long time since I played Aether Vials in this list, so I figured it was about time to bring it back. You don't see a lot of vials. There's basically like just the one person that's running it, but they've done consistently well with it, so must be doing something right. Come at me, I'm here! You don't want to attack into my young wolves, huh? I kind of feel like Verdant Catacomb is where I want to be right now. Then I can go get Dryad Arbor, which is an extra creature to be able to sacrifice. Wall of Roots turn 2 would have been so good. Another Urza Saga coming down. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with a ton of constructs. That is a bit of a problem. Well, fortunately, this one isn't making a construct right now, but the Ornithopter is going to be swinging in for damage. Yawgmoth will be able to finish that off, though. I guess they could go get Pithing Needle if they have one main deck. Another Yawg. So we can play the Peatland, it's 1 damage this turn, or we can play the Overgrown Tomb, which is 2 damage this turn, but it doesn't cause us any further damage. Alright, so we've already played land. We can't Chord of Calling. I'm thinking that, like, with our current resources, there's really not much we can do. I could, like, attack with the Young Wolves. Yeah, Needle in the main is not common, but it can happen. These are going to be untapped in a minute anyways, so let's see if they block any. Not in it for the damage. I want to see if they make a token. So this is the 2. They're tapping that for 1 mana. So I guess they can just use that later anyway. So if I want to use Yawgmoth before they have Pithing Needle, I have to do it now. And again, we don't know they have Pithing Needle. They could easily have, like, Spear would be quite good here. Put Spear on whatever, the Ornithopter. All right. If they have Needle, then we're in trouble. Springleaf Drum, nice. Play a Hammer. Oh, and here they're going to play a Paladin. That's troublesome. Think we have to kill these 2 creatures right away before the Paladin can try to equip the hammer. So yeah, they can equip the Pure Steel Paladin. We can't do anything about that. But this has protection from humans, so it can block here. The problem is going to be they can get Trample next turn. Chord of Calling. Okay, play Garden. That's a mana for Chord. Play Wall of Roots. So we could go get Innkeeper. That doesn't seem good. Oh, we don't. I don't think we have Hapatra on this list. That's a shame. Could go get Grist and just kill the Pure Steel. That's going to be the best thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have exactly enough to go get Grist. And then we can untap the Young Wolf using Yawgmoth. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you can draw a card. I should have killed the Esper Sentinel before this happened, but they get to draw a card now. Grist. Okay. Well, that's really all we can do right now. But we can also kill the Esper Sentinel if they try to put any equipment on it. We should have killed the Esper Sentinel on our turn. Damn it, twice. I should have killed this, and I didn't, because I wanted to try and keep my Wall of Roots. Oh, they're going for the Soul Guide Lantern? Good get. Another Urza Saga? Eldritch Evolution. Okay. So we could evolve Wall of Roots, get another Undying creature, try to draw towards Innkeeper or Cutthroat. Okay, so Verdant Catacombs can get Forest, which puts us to 6. Hmm. I think I don't really need a messenger. I just need like any Undying creature. so that I can draw a few cards. So I could maybe sacrifice the insect. And, oh, well, yeah, like the Soul Guide Lantern is such a problem right now. I guess I could go get something to kill this Construct. Could also kill their Urza's Saga. So many choices. I'll go destroy target artifact or enchantment. Get rid of the Urza Saga, I think. Getting rid of the Soul Guide Lantern is pretty good, too. So many choices. So as long as they don't have Spear, I can just, like, block and then sack with the insect to reset the Young Wolf here. We go to 6. Steel Shaper's Gift. It's a good one. Yeah, there's the Spear. Ooh, that's a problem. We only have 15 minutes left. Don't think we're making it through this one. I think we're going to move on to the next games. I don't see a way through this with our Soul Guide Lantern, Shadow Spear, and we don't have a lot of time left, so let's use that time to try and win games 2 and 3, which we have a much better chance at winning. Oh, mulligan that. We'll keep this. What do we get rid of? His Wall of Roots are going to be so good with his Chord of Calling. Sigarda's Aid. Fortunately, they do not have a 0 drop. I like the double chord with the double Wall of Roots. Let's see if we get a chance to use it. Stoneforge Mystic. They immediately can get a hammer here. Okay, we do get Twilight Mire, so we could play Yawgmoth, but Yawgmoth here doesn't actually kill the Stoneforge. Let's play Wall of Roots, and then during their turn, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can kill the hammer, or we can just kill Sigarda's Aid with the hammer on the stack. They could have 2 hammers, which is kind of terrifying. Too bad we couldn't have used the Chord of Calling during our turn before they had access to any mana. But we needed this 1 extra mana from Wall of Roots. Alright, just in case things go really, really wrong, we probably won't die. No, they do have another hammer. Okay, Young Wolf. I mean, that does block this. We only have 4 mana. So we can play Yawgmoth or we can play Young Wolf. If we play Young Wolf with Chord of Calling, looks pretty good. Can we Chord of Calling for Grist with Young Wolf on the battlefield? So this is 1 mana, makes Young Wolf. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can just kill the Stoneforge Mystic here with Grist. Grist is getting some work done. Another Stoneforge Mystic. So they can go get another hammer. No, they go get Shadow Spear instead. And they play an Esper Sentinel. Alright. Peatland. Oh, come on, Shauna. What? Hey, thank you so much for the support. Modern is a fantastic format. Really enjoy playing it. Pauper, as you know, has a special place in my heart, though. Special is a good descriptor. It's really special. Oh, don't play a paladin. No. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We could kill the Stoneforge. And then they can only equip to the Pure Steel, but giving the Pure Steel trample is such a hassle. Ah, damn it. Murder the Paladin. So yeah, like we can murder the Paladin when they're putting one of the hammers onto the Mystic. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like not dying this turn. So I could just kill Stoneforge Mystic and then kill the Pure Steel Paladin with Grist. Right. Let's get those extra draws. Get a Chord of Calling. 3 messengers. So I think we just win now, actually, because we have the Geralf's Messenger. Once we play the Geralf's Messenger, we do have more life than the opponent. Because we play the Geralf's Messenger, they're at 11. And that's where we start. No, no, we just need to have more life or the same amount of life, and it has to be an even number. Oh no, don't path my Yawgmoth. Okay, you're prismatic ending the young wolf. We have another young wolf in hand, so that actually doesn't change anything. One, two, three, four. All right, put a -1/-1 counter on, doesn't matter. Sacrifice this. We're gonna have to click through pretty quick here. Put a -1 counter on this, sack this. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Oh, we got an Innkeeper, but we don't have enough mana. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. And target, sack. There you go. So when we're looking at life totals to see if we can do the combo, it's once the combo is on the board. And once again, you're looking to either have more life than your opponent, or you can have the same amount of life as long as it's an even number. If it's an odd number, you have the same, like you're both at 13, that's not going to work. You cannot combo from there. Yeah, I would. I think that generally for Geralf's Messenger main is the way you want to go in a standard list. But when we're jamming a bunch of Aether Vials in, you gotta cut some corners somewhere. We've taken out Hapatra. We're -1 Messenger. Down on Dorks. Only 1 Grist. Although we did find room for Ivy Oak combo, because that's a ton of fun. Alright, we only have 1 land here, but we have Force of Vigor. If I had a dork, I would keep this. This hand is so good, but, I mean, we just get destroyed if we keep this and we don't draw lands. Yeah, I really like Hapatra in this matchup. Um, I've got to mulligan this. I cannot keep it. Aven Mindcensor, huh? Series has been speaking highly of only 8 1-drops, Iggies and Wolves. What's your take? I'm into it, actually. Keep this, get rid of a land. We'll get rid of one of the Verdant Catacombs. We can use this to get the white mana from Mindcensor. We have Grist, sacrifice the young wolf, get rid of one of their threats. It's still really, really risky though. Our hand is not great, but I did not want to mulligan to 5. Hey Tony, what's good? Pretty risky to just slam Paladin, but I think that would actually be kind of good. Oh wow, Sigardizade instead? Really? Oh, they must have Hammer already. Yeah, they have Hammer. Wow. Wow. See, this is why you can never underestimate Hammer time. And all just like that, our hand is looking pretty bad. If we can just keep it together for another turn here, though, we can use the Grist to kill the Esper Sentinel. Hmm. Oh, no kidding. You got yourselves a playset of Geralf's Messengers. Those are hard to find nowadays. They really shot up in price since there's basically the one printing, so speculators grabbed them up when they realized that this deck was real. But I'm glad to hear that you're putting the deck together. That's fantastic. We're going to be losing both of our creatures here, so it doesn't really matter how I block. Stoneforge. That's a problem. Now Grist only kills one of them. They can put the hammer onto Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, so I could Eldritch Evolution, the Innkeeper. No, because they can use this Yawgmoth Nexus here to just kill us. We're dead. We do have Rex Sage, so we could like Rex Sage the Sigarda's Aid, and then they put the hammer onto Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, we can block with Aven. This is... Wow, this is so rough. I think we're losing to hammer time. And they mulligan to 5. Well, if we can survive this turn and we draw Force of Vigor, maybe we're still in it. I thought we would have enough time to Grist, kill their stuff, but this Sigarda's Aid has just been too good. Is it usually an even matchup? No, I would say we have the advantage. The problem is they're just so fast. All right, best case, they put the hammer on Esper Sentinel. They probably just have Spear here. No, they only have one card in hand. I'm pretty sure we know it's hammer. This Urza Saga is going to go get them another one. Oh, I see. We could have used the treasure. Yeah, we could have done that. Good point. That would have definitely been better. Okay, so they're saving the Yawgmoth Nexus here, which means they won't be able to use this hammer later. Unless they find a paladin. So not bad, not bad. We're still in a lot of trouble, but we drew Force of Vigor off the top. So we go Grist. And then, oh, they have so much good stuff, though. I think we have to kill the Urza Saga and the Esper Sentinel. What do we kill with Force of Vigor? You would kill Sentinel plus Urza. You would hardcast. Oh, I see. So you wouldn't put the Grist down? We have the treasure to pay. Oh, that's right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We cannot pay. I should have known that. Okay. We tried, but didn't get there. I don't think we could have done much better if we killed... I guess we could have killed Hammer, Hammer, I don't know. Good games. Tried to find a way through it, but Hammer Time is a really strong deck, and even though we have a good matchup, you can see how the pressure that Hammer Time is able to put onto the table. It's scary stuff. And even if we manage to deal with this, they could still go get Luris and continue to do this over and over and over again. Okay, we got an Aether Vial hand. Let's give it a go. Turn 1, Blooming Marsh, Aether Vial. Opponent will be like, what? Oh, so Tron Walker is doing YouTube content as well? I know, like, I'm familiar with the name. Definitely seen them somewhere. Mull to 5, play Mine Expedition map. Seems like a good start. Blooming Marsh, Aether Vial. Okay, so they're getting Tron right away. You deactivated channel points? No? Alright, Chord of Calling. So we have access to 2 mana. I think we just play the Khalni Garden, Young Wolf, and then we can put the Bird of Paradise into play with the Aether Vial later. Okay. Oh my god, those guys. Cheers. Okay, so they want to take a card from my hand. Okay, we got a Catacombs. So we've only got access to 6 with Chord of Calling. We can't actually get Yawgmoth here. Oh, that's a pretty awkward position. Yeah, we could. That would mean Blooming Marsh would come into play tapped later if we had done that. Grist kills planeswalkers, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Alright, let's go get Grist. So we could Eldritch Evolution the Young Wolf, go get Grist, or we could just Chord of Calling for it. Ooh, end of turn, Chord for Geralf's, then just go for Yawg. That seems pretty good too. As long as they don't exile my Young Wolf. So do we kill the Karn? Loses to Ugin, O-Stone, Ulamog. I mean, we lose to that anyways, right? So yeah, we might as well just go for the win. Sometimes I spend too much time thinking about how do I answer the board, and I need to think more about how do I win next turn. We could also Chord of Calling for Scurry Oak, and then Eldritch Evolution something. That wouldn't work too well, would it? No, we can't do that because we can't evolve anything into the Ivy Lane. All right, green mana. I love they didn't take the Yawgmoth there. All right, we have nothing more that we can do this turn, so I'm just gonna hit 6, and whatever Tron Walker does is what happens. Expedition map. I guess you could crack map, go get Blast Zone, crack Blast Zone. That's pretty good. I mean, like, is it though? Because we get to keep the plant. I think we still win through Blast Zone. And that's what they do. Okay. So we took the time to think about how Blast Zone is affecting us. It's not affecting us this turn. Okay. We still get to win here. Unless they have something to do with that last 1 mana. Nope. Okay. Thanks for the help, friends. Let's go get a basic forest. All right, Yawgmoth. All right, so first thing we do is reset Geralf's Messenger. And now we're ready to go. Target, sack. Always yield. Target, sack. Always yield. Okay, we got our yields up. Now it's quick. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Okay, we got the game 1 GG out of Tron Walker. Cool. Khalni Garden, MVP, absolutely. Keeping the 0 mana creature being able to reset the Geralf's Messenger was everything there. That's what meant that the Blast Zone did nothing. All right, so we have Revoker. Aven Mindcensor. Is the White Splash a new tech you invented? I wouldn't say so. I have spent a bit of time previously doing the White Splash, but this is a list that I got from Predicted. So I really like the Scurry Oak combo in this matchup. It's a way we can win without activated abilities. We can win without the graveyard. Grist gets rid of planeswalkers, but otherwise, like, he's not that hot here. We might have to keep him. We only got to take 2 cards out. We can keep the evolutions. The evolutions are pretty good in this matchup. I mean, white does give us some pretty excellent options. Eidolon isn't as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty decent, stopping a lot of shenanigans. Alright, I got a minute left. I gotta pull 2 cards. I get rid of a Strangleroot Geist and thinking maybe Innkeeper. Yeah. Good enough. Oh, exile 7 cards with Serum Powder. Okay, bye-bye Ugin. You could see Force of Vigor in, Vial out. Force of Vigor could be interesting, being able to eliminate some of the early problems. Another Serum Powder mulligan. So they lost 1 of each Tron land. Bunch of Planeswalkers. Look at this. What? Oh, Oath of Nissa. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. So, Tron turn 3. That's the way you play Tron. All right, so what's the big spell? I mean, they got 7 cards in hand here, so they're going to have something scary. White Teferi and no Bolas? Maybe they have Bolas. We just didn't see it. Here's the green for the Oath of Nissa. And they're just going to be able to put down whatever cool Planeswalker they want. I don't know why I'm hitting 1 every time here. I can just hit 6, pass priority for the turn. I don't have anything to do. Yeah, definitely a cool way to keep Tron fresh. Strangleroot Geist. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. If I play Ivy Lane, they'll probably just kill it. So I probably have to play Geralf's Messenger here. Alternatively, I could play Strangleroot Geist and just attack for 3. That's what I was thinking too. We'll put the Geralf's Messenger down. It's a little bit less efficient on mana, but we have a second one here in hand. And if they exile the Geralf's Messenger, then, at least we have options from there. If they exile the Ivy Lane Denizen, then we don't get to Ivy Oak. Put the fear of Yawgmoth into them. That's the plan. So Tron Walker here is definitely taking their time, carefully considering their options. They have a lot of mana, a lot of cards in hand, so they got to make this turn a really good one. Because who knows? Like, I could turn around and win the game next turn. As far as they know, that's my plan. So they have this one shot to do something to disrupt that and hope that it's the right thing. Little do they know, my hand is not great. But I guess, like, if they Karn take Messenger, then I can play Strangleroot Geist, kill their Karn. Because Karn, when it ticks down, it goes down to 3, right? Or does it go to 4 and I'm misremembering? Okay, it does go to 3. Good. Do they tick down? They do. Okay, taking Geralf's Messenger. And we get our turn. So yeah, I'm thinking Geist, Messenger, kill Karn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Well, that's one turn that we were able to get our tactics to work. Let's see if we can continue to advance, because they still have a bunch of cards in hand and a bunch of mana, and I'm really scared about what's coming next. All right, so if we find Yawgmoth, we do have the win on the table. If we find Ivy Oak, do we have enough mana to play it? Okay, they're going for Karn here. That is a problem. Nothing we can do, though. I'm just going to hit 6. Let them take their turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we don't have enough to be able to play Scurry Oak, Ivy Lane in the same turn currently. What are they going to get here? Um, they could get, like, Pithing Needle, name Yawgmoth. They could get, um, like, some sort of Graveyard Hate. They could get maybe Bridge. I mean, Bridge isn't looking too hot now. Maybe just, like, Walking Ballista? I do like looking over and seeing that the opponent has less time on their chess clock than we do. Doesn't mean too much right now, but just makes me a little bit more comfortable. Especially being a slow player, whenever I see that I actually have more time than the opponent. Okay, so they do get Walking Ballista. That is scary. Okay, so they're going to start using it. That's a surprise. Why are you using it on Geralf's messenger? It's just going to come back. And you don't have enough tokens to kill it again. I don't like that. I don't like that at all with Walking Ballista there. I think that was a mistake. Well, fortunately, they are not getting punished so far. Let's draw a card with Peatland, see if we can find something. Damn it. All right. He's not a perfect player, but a tasty brewer. I mean, this is a tasty brew. I don't think you're slow, just very deliberate. Thank you. I do like to take my time. I think we just have to play Ivy Lane here. I think this Ballista kills us. I disagree with them doing the thing to the Geralf's Messenger last turn, but I think they still just get us. So I'm going to attack the Geralf's Messenger into the Karn, and then attack everything else at them. So they can save the Karn if they block the Geralf's Messenger. I'm fine with that. Attack Karn with everything? The thing is, like, I guess we have to attack Karn with everything, but then they just don't block. Oh yeah, he's gonna block and shoot. So he blocks here, and then he shoots both these things, and Karn survives. They only have to shoot one of these things, really. Alright, let's see if we can kill the Walking Ballista anyways. We'll get one of these things off the table. Walking Ballista or Karn. If we put extra counters on these creatures, it screws it with our Undying a little bit if we're trying to, like, combo with Yawgmoth. Should be fine if we do it on only one of them. Yeah, we could pump up the wall so we get more mana on it, but wall's not attacking. And now we have 8, 11. We have lethal on board. I mean, it can't be like reset to an 05, but we could make it a 2/5 and it would have a bunch of like tokens on it. But yeah, you're right. The tokens would not cancel out. I think I can just 6 here again. Let's conserve the time on our clock. I'm having a second thought about that. We have 2 cards in hand. It's quite conceivable we could have a Chord of Calling, so let's not give that information away for free that we don't have it. I guess we probably would have just won last turn if we had it, right? So, yeah, we would not have played Ivy Lane. If we had Chord of Calling, we would have won when they blocked. A Johnny Vengeant? Cool. So a Johnny can kill the messenger. That's a blast from the past. Anyone here remember a Jundi? And a Ratchet Bomb. Haha, nice, Heckin' Goober. Oh, you played a Johnny in Red White Prison. It's had a few homes. The one I remember is when they played it in a 4-color deck. It was Jund with a Johnny Vengeant and Lingering Souls. Oh, they're gonna kill the Ivy Lane. Yeah, that's a good target. Yeah, yeah, it looks really cool. It's not, the classic Tron deck doing Tron things, but it's doing cool stuff. Unfortunately, we can't actually attack with anything here, and we're just drawing lands off the top. So, go. Loud south mouth allowed about. The squiddle stole my batteries and took them to the roof. Yeah, I know, right? Where's the classic Canadian boot? Hey there, Jake. Yeah, got that started up very recently. Started this week, actually. And yeah, that's just going to be a feature of the stream from now on. What? Choose 4? Huh. Just going to return a bunch of permanents? Seems good. Wow. Yeah, I wonder where they have room for this. And like, is this a card you brought in out of the side? All right, Walking Ballista X is 3. Oh, one bracket be like. That's right, your ballista can't attack. Haha. Scurry Oak. All right. I think we scoop this one up. I guess we could like take some more time off our opponent's clock. We're not going to get that much more time out of them though. I don't really want to reveal the Scurry Oak. They've already seen the Ivy Lane though, so like they know. If we play the Scurry Oak, a Johnny could kill it. Ballista could kill it. I'm just going to hold it in hand. I'm trying to figure that out. It looks like I don't think even Yawgmoth could do it at this point. Out was Yawgmoth. Yeah, I don't think it is anymore. Because the Walking Ballista, now that they untap, they just get to grow it huge. A Johnny. Action Johnny! Grafdigger's Cage, yup. So many good cards. Yeah, it's not exactly very well lined up, you're right. I could spend a little bit of time and fix that. It wouldn't even take very long. Boop. There. How's that look? Yeah, sometimes things like this just slip my mind. But I like it when it's just, a small, easy thing that you can do to make things look better. So they decide to do some more cool stuff instead of pumping up Ballista here, which is going to give us another turn, which is going to take more time off their clock. Ah, okay. I mean, here's Yawgmoth right on time, right? How much mana do we have? We have Scurry Oak. Hmm. The Grafdigger's Cage is a problem, and the Walking Ballista is a problem. So they need to use the Walking Ballista here to kill the Scurry Oak. Hold on a second. So before the squirrel comes down, I want to kill their stuff. Target this, sacrifice. Hold on. Today. Let's make a mana. Okay. Target this, sacrifice this. Okay. Target this, sacrifice this. Nice. Okay. One more time. We get a bunch of draws this way, but yeah, at least we get a bunch of draws. Get rid of the Ballista. That's super key. Get rid of this. And it's to us. Okay, great. Okay, so with this thing evolving like this, we have the Young Wolf though, so I can let this evolve once, then I can sacrifice the squirrel, shrink the Scurry Oak, and play the Young Wolf. Oh, hold on, because that's a 2 now. Hmm. Yeah, no, not quite there. Still playing though. Getting rid of the Walking Ballista was actually pretty good. But they're just gonna have another amazing bunch of things to do this turn. Oh, that's not too great actually. Oath of Nissa and Star for free. Oh, there's a Karn. So what are you taking with that? Getting rid of Yawgmoth, alright. Alright, so we can just hit 6 here. Opponent has 16 cards left in their library. Oh, there's Nahiri. That's terrifying. Ancient Stirrings. Dig a little deeper. Why not? Still some more good cards in there. Another Karn Great Creator. Chord of Calling. Well, we cannot use Chord of Calling because of Grafdigger's Cage. I think I'm just going to hit 6 here again. Like, Chord of Calling is a dead card. Alright, so they go get Tormod's Crypt. They exile their own graveyard, and that way Karn can go get Walking Ballista next turn. Or maybe they just go ahead and play this second Karn Great Creator, and then go get Walking Ballista from exile. Opponent just having a great day, yeah. I mean, look at all the cool stuff they can do. They got so many manas. They just get to play their cards. Yeah. And I mean, they're winning this game, so I imagine they're pretty happy about that. Yeah, accurate name. Another Chord of Calling, thanks deck. I guess we just pass back, and opponent kills us with Walking Ballista. I think they could have done that like 5 minutes ago, but they wanted to do cool stuff. I think that the first time Ballista had come down, if they had just... Sorry, not the first time, the second time. Any event. Yeah, if they had just done this the whole time, just pump mana into it, make it big, and hit our life total, I think they would have won the game ages ago. But you know, you got a cool deck, you want to do cool stuff. Oh, they have exactly enough manas? Watch them reset the game with Karn? I actually got to experience that not too long ago, which was pretty cool. And we actually ended up winning that game. But I think that the big reason why we did end up winning was because the opponent didn't realize that they could uptick Karn and target themselves. So, like, instead of putting, worm coils and Karns under their Karn, they were just grabbing, like, my stupid cards. I don't even remember what deck I was playing, but I didn't give them anything that was very good. Kind of like Force of Vigor a little bit more after seeing what their deck is doing. Kind of hard to take anything out, though. We already had a hard time pulling cards. Now we want to bring in two more. Oh, that's a possibility, but you don't want to underestimate Tron. They can win pretty quick. Can you tell me what the point of Aether Vial is in this deck? It's to cheat on mana, as you would expect with any Aether Vial. This deck is incredibly mana hungry, so being able to cheat, 3 mana, maybe even 4 mana, can be really important. All right, we're just gonna try and combo. Take it back. Give me back the Force of Vigor. It's too late. Seems good. We don't have the white mana. Aether Vial will get us there on turn 4. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize quite how little time they had. Since they have Karn, Great Creator, Vial isn't that great. Good point. Grafdigger's Cage, yeah, immediately. That's a pretty good keep you got there. We have a very awkward hand. Chord of Calling, dead card. And don't have the mana for the Mindcensor. Do they just have Natron? No, they don't. Okay. Go get Expedition Map. Okay. Oh, this Aven Mindcensor is going to be incredible. Another Vial. So we just play Yawgmoth here and hold up Aven Mindcensor. So we want to do this right now. So, like, if we put the Aven Mindcensor onto the battlefield earlier, they might have known to play around it. And now we're attacking for 5 a turn. They find Power Plant. Oh, they found it anyway? Lucky. So lucky. Top 4, they found the land they needed. Yeah, just Tron being Tron. Do we want this at 4? I think we can probably keep it at 3 right now. I think I'm going to want to draw a card. That would have been a good reason to put it up to 4. We could have drawn the card on upkeep to have seen what that was. Oh well. No, because that would have been, we would have drawn the card from our draw step on our upkeep, and then we would have drawn the Ivy Lane Denizen. We would still wouldn't have known. Ugin! Fuck. So they're exiling our board. We might as well sack to draw the cards. And didn't find anything to put in with Aether Vial. Whew. Scurry Oak. Alright, so play Ivy Lane Denizen, play Strangleroot Geist, kill Ugin. Still in it. Can we get a Wall of Roots down too? It looks like we can. So we go Wall of Roots. We go Ivy Lane Denizen, Wall of Roots, Strangleroot Geist. Yeah, that's true. We can get the Dryad Arbor and make that big too. Actually, should we go get the Dryad Arbor now? Because we only need the Strangleroot Geist to be a 3 to kill the Ugin, and then we can diversify. It is green, yeah. No, we can't, because Grafdigger's Cage. Grafdigger's Cage says we cannot get Dryad Arbor. It's all good. I think it might be. I hope it is. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, Cage is super, super good against us. We don't see it very often, but it's one of the best cards against our deck. Yeah, no kidding, right? We spent a lot of time that last turn just trying to make sure we got things right. Did avoid the mistake of Verdant Catacombs. Oh, that's not going to kill us. Teferi and Tron, I know, right? Opponent's having a good time. Okay, they go get Walking Ballista. Our hand is basically all dead cards. Cutthroat. So I can kill one of their walkers, but they have Walking Ballista ready to kill us. They're probably still going to win this. Scouter. Yeah, let's just, oh, come on. Yep. They got rid of their Teferi. Scurry Oak. Sure. So Scurry Oak is one of the few things that we could win with. Oh, did I mess up? Was I... Oh, did I shuffle? Crap. Oh well. Walking Ballista was going to be able to kill the Scurry Oak anyways if I tried to combo there. Yeah, it was. I should not have fetched there. I forgot that it was there. They probably still beat us with 45 seconds. What? All right, I don't need to waste my clock to read this. I can read this whenever. Draw a card, destroy target creature. Wow. Oh, okay. I don't know why you wouldn't kill my creature. Ah, right, that's why. This is the small one. Yes. No. Verdant Catacombs, come on. Yeah, clock shouldn't be an issue. Each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. Bam. With 2 seconds left. GG's. Yeah, keep this. First turn Vial, second turn Geist. Another Vial. Not what I was looking for. Oh, hey there, Doc Needle. Winoha Patra. This is Predicted's list, for the most part. And when I was going through it, I forgot to add Hapatra. That is a card that personally I would want to have in my Yawgmoth deck, but there's so many things going on and so many cards, so many one-ofs that I just missed that it wasn't in the deck. Hey there! Yeah, exactly that. We're trying on Predicted Style. Prismatic Ending on the Aether Vial. They would have been able to do that on whatever our turn 1 play was, so it doesn't matter if it's Ignoble or Vial. Prismatic Ending takes care of it. We still have our same turn 2 play. Gonna go get the other Overgrown Tomb so we guaranteed have double black for Yawgmoth. But Prismatic Ending is a pain with these Undying creatures. We don't even get the land that we would get with Path. Like, Path a Geist is bad enough. Prismatic Ending a Young Wolf is abysmal. Now this looks like Prismatic Ending. Nope, Tarmogoyf. Okay. Just from the way like the mana was popping up there, but it's because they tapped the wrong color. Abzan on both sides. But yeah, Abzan got really good with the addition of what's name? Cauldra. Cauldra Compleat. So I think I go get Young Wolf. We can go get Dryad Arbor, get Young Wolf, and hope to draw land next turn for Yawgmoth. Thoughtseize? I mean, they could take a Chord of Calling here, whatever. We still have the other one. Let's just go ahead and let them Thoughtseize, I guess. They won't be able to take both before we can get the Young Wolf in play, but yeah. They're going to be able to take one if they want. So they do take the Yawgmoth. Yeah, that's I respect that choice. I think that is the correct choice. If Aether Vial was an ignoble hierarch here, we would have been able to play it. It's basically free when we have Chord of Calling. Oh, you're right. The Godless Shrine is wrong. We can block this with a Young Wolf. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm not sold on it either, but I wanted to try it. I wanted to test it. I wanted to give it some time. If we're the new ones. I mean, some people just go off, like whatever the cheapest one is. I've been in those kind of situations before where my tickets were limited. I'm using, my own money to buy cards. I just went for whatever was cheapest because I had more cards to buy. This is good. This is really good. We might be able to get this combo going next turn. Let's just pass the turn and see if we get the opportunity. Is it a win? I mean, it's not a win, right? We have Yawgmoth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't even have Yawgmoth. How do we win here? But yeah, over 2 turns we can win by getting Ivy Oak. And that is also dependent on them not having removal. All right, so they have 2 cards going up to 3. This Aether Vial has just been rotting in our hand the whole time. Would have been better as a ignoble in this situation. Although the first Aether Vial was basically the same. Yeah, we're going to cast Chord first and then go Ivy Lane. We could have cast Ivy Lane, sure, but that doesn't do much by itself. And I'd like to get this instant speed thing at the end of turn, then do this. And if we see a Thoughtseize, then we get to respond to that. Oh, the Vial could have cast it. The Dryad Arbor? I don't know. What are we doing here? We don't really want to block. I think we just take the 8. Yeah, discard spell could be pretty bad. It just means that we change what we get with Chord of Calling. Obviously, I'm hoping they tap out here. They are confused. Why did you just let me do 8 damage? Oh, it's not going to look too good if this combo doesn't work out. And unfortunately, unlike Yawgmoth combo, this combo doesn't draw us cards. Fatal Push on Dryad Arbor. Tap for green. So that means we have to do this on main step. I mean, what else am I going to do? Go get a 2? Yeah, it's not great. It exposes my card to anything they could have. I'm almost wondering if Geralf's Messenger would just be better. All right, there's nothing else we can do here. I'm going to hit 6. Yeah, they have 3 colors, so if they wanted to, they could get rid of this if they have another ending. And we still need to draw land off the top here, because they got rid of our Dryad Arbor. Um, let's take a look. They have not fetched, and they have not played a land. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about ending is it has an X in it, but the X doesn't really matter. What happened? What did they vindicate? They vindicated a land. I see. Okay. Play Aether Vial. Play Young Wolf. And now we have blockers. So I attack with Young Wolf and Scurry Oak, and I block with Young Wolf and Geist. And hopefully this will make a bunch of squirrels, as well as a larger oak. That's what I'm hoping. Although we're just not going to have the mana to get Ivy Lane down at this point, because they vindicated the Twilight Mire of all the things to do. Yep. We've seen a couple examples now where Vial just hasn't seemed that great. Be sure to stack triggers right, thank you. Wolf has to come back first. So we click the Geist first, and then Wolf comes back first. Or is it already stacked for us? It looks like it's already stacked for us. It just happens that we got lucky and it was doing it the right way. Let me see here. Wow. Destroy each creature? Wow. Okay. What a game. Get rid of Ivy Lane. It's not really going to do anything at this point now that we've lost the oak. Yep. Yeah, that Liliana just sitting on the board turn after turn, getting value is not looking good. But we're still on game one. Maybe we can go for a timeout. We've already used the Dryad Arbor. So Chord of Calling doesn't get anything. Verdant Catacombs is just for a land. They're going to Liliana get rid of the Chord anyway. Really needed to draw like another Geist there or something. Huh, big yikes. Why wouldn't they play land first? No answer to that. Alright, let's go get Swamp. Just in case we draw a Messenger. We're going to tick this up to 3 so we can get it to 4 next turn. Probably draw a Yawgmoth or something. Oh, hey, not bad. I'm going to attack Lily. Lily goes down to 3. If Lily asks me to sack, she goes down to 1. And then I still get to keep my Geist. Liliana not looking very good against an undying creature. Specifically this one. I mean, I would agree with your first sentiment there. This is clearly not my league, but we're going to try as hard as we can. Sure. So ticking up the Liliana again. Yeah, 3-2. We're getting there. 3-2 the hard way. All right, take this up to 4. And we get a young wolf. Play this. Do we attack Liliana or do we start attacking them at this point? I think we start attacking them now. Their Liliana's not doing too much against my undying creatures. They're almost dead. Let's get some damage in and maybe we can kill them before they draw a Tarmogoyf. They drew land. Okay. We're going to put him down to 3. Alright, so this is always no, always yield. Oh, there's a Yawgmoth off the top too. So we sacrifice Strangleroot Geist. I don't know that we want to do that. Yeah, it's still just a 2-turn clock. We can keep the Yawgmoth in hand, and then when they try and activate the Liliana, we throw it into play. Yeah, it's not lethal. I'm just going to attack here. Leave these things as undying creatures, because that's what's been good so far. And like I said, the Yawgmoth is instant speed with a Vial, so when they try to tick the Liliana up to 6, we just put a Yawgmoth down. I mean, yeah, we could, but we only have 5 life, so we only get 3 draws for it. Small chance we would draw second Geist. There's other cards we could draw as well. We could draw Cutthroat, for example. Innkeeper would be good. Target player sacrifices a creature? Sure. You're still dead. Are you playing the Geralfs? Yeah, there's some Geralfs in this list. There's 3. Alright, I'm actually not going to play the Yawgmoth here because they have 1 card in hand. So we have lethal on board. And if they try and do something to stop lethal, we put Yawgmoth in play and start comboing. Okay, so they do have push. Okay. So we let that happen, and then we go get Geralf's Messenger. Nice. Okay. Took a lot of time to get through that game 1, but we got a W on the board. Let's see, what are we going to do against this deck? So we've got Veil of Summer. Don't know that we really want Culling Ritual. I mean, it hits their Tarmogoyfs. We could play Leyline so they can't Thoughtseize us. Endurance. I mean, Endurance is okay. It blocks the Goyf, but doesn't get rid of both graveyards, so it's not like it makes the Goyf a guaranteed 0/1. Not too sure what they're gonna side in. They could actually have Grafdigger's Cage. Did we see Aluris? No, they don't have Aluris because they have Liliana. They could have some really scary stuff, actually. Hey, Cherry! Thanks for the raid. Oh, wow. With 185. Thank you so much. Cheers. So, what were you playing? What's the extension? MtG bot. Sorry, I don't have a lot of time to figure this out. I just want to finalize my sideboarding here. Hey there, Travis. What's good? It's okay. I don't want to mulligan against the Thoughtseize deck, so we'll keep it. But we don't have any turn 1 plays. When you got Aether Vials, it's a lot easier to splash the third color. And I do really like the white splash in this deck. Having access to the Aven Mindcensor and the Eidolon are both very nice. But once we got Ignoble Hierarch, I generally stopped playing white. Let's see here. While opponent is taking some time to figure out what they want to take. Yeah, this is oh no, that's not quite it. I'm not playing Spellskite anymore. Hmm. Now, it looks like they've made their decision, so they took the Yawgmoth. Alright, so we're just going to play the Overgrown Tomb tapped. And pass the turn back. Yeah, well, having so many ways to be able to tutor a card out, it can be very useful to have some silver bullets in this deck. But you're also, at that point, making yourself a little bit more vulnerable to Grafdigger's Cage. Oh my god, those guys. Alright, let's straighten up. There's the Scavenging Ooze. We're going to play the Innkeeper because we get to keep the mana. If they have a Fatal Push for Wall of Roots, then we just lose that mana. We don't get to use it. Squirrel combo and Yogg? Oh yeah. Love me some of that Scurry Oak. And you know, it's nice to see squirrels somewhere outside of Pauper. Oh, wow. Anafenza. Yup. Okay, Strangleroot Geist. So we have 3 mana. Let's see here. I think I go Wall of Roots here. I'm going to try and get to the Ivy Lane Denizen combo eventually. We could spend the mana, get Geist. And then we have 2 turns to find land. But also, like, Wall of Roots here is just blocking Anafenza all day. If we put a counter on Wall of Roots, it doesn't block Anafenza anymore. A Rug Squirrel combo list. Oh, that's cool. What is this, Tiny Leaders? I mean, Anafenza was one of my commanders for Tiny Leaders. You get to play Stoneforge Mystic with a bunch of swords. You get Swords to Plowshares. Oh, that's right. Dark Depths combo was legal as well. That was one of my other decks. I was playing a mono black deck. Don't remember off the top of my head who was the commander, but it was heavily brown. Had a lot of artifacts in it. Two cards at random. Okay. Another Yawg. Okay, so we could play Yawg. Could play Geist, could evolve something. I think we just play Ivy Lane Pass and hope that we get to uh keep our stuff. I mean, these are humans, so Yawgmoth has protection from them. Didn't get the Denizen right. Whatever. We're going for squirrels. Let's just try and do squirrels here. I mean, we got Ivy Lane. We're not here not to make a million squirrels. Yeah, no kidding. Well, we could go for squirrels, or we could play the namesake of the whole deck. We have an Undying Creature, we have an Innkeeper. Like, playing Yawgmoth was probably the right play. So how much damage are we taking here? A ton. We're taking 12 damage. They got Ooze plus Anafenza. Yeah, no kidding. Seems strong. Doesn't beat squirrels, though. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. So that is the big reason to have gone for Ivy Oak, because yeah, this stuff here just wrecks whatever else I'm doing. We would have to get rid of these things first before we could actually do anything with Yawgmoth. Good point. I was like looking at, oh, well, protection from humans, so, you know, it blocks all day. This is a bit of a non-bow. Some tension going on here between these two cards. We're just going to take all this damage. Watch them vindicate a land again. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. They pass. Probably. Geralf's Messenger. I mean, we gain infinite life, though, so there's that. Can we save targets? No. Okay, not right now. Target Scurry Oak. Save targets. We do not yield to this one. That's very important. Do not yield to this trigger. Always yes. Always yield to this one. Oh, we got to stack these the other way. There we go. And it's very important, like I was saying. You have to manually trigger the Ivy Lane Denizen. If you don't, it'll go in a loop, and it will randomly assign a winner of the game. It's some sort of weird bug. The loop is unstoppable. Yeah, it is. Huh. Always yes. They must have changed things. Always yield. They must have changed things. Ah, I did it wrong again. Ah, well. I don't think it matters too much. We're still going to gain those lives. Eventually. Eventually we will. Once we get enough squirrels and enough life, then we target something else with Ivy Lane Denizen, but we only get to do it once. What do we got? We got 2 lands, a Bird of Paradise. Oh, this hand is wicked. Keep this hand all day. Jakar is definitely playing Tron. Ooh, you're going to play some Hammer Time tonight. If you can find the 2 Sigardazades. I mean, you got to get all 4 Sigardazades. There's some cards that you can, like, maybe skimp on, like Steel Shaper's Gift. You know, you don't have to play Mishra's Bauble. There's a lot of different options with that deck, but Sigardazade, like Colossus Hammer and the Paladin, they have to be the full 4 ofs. Played Bird, let's get our mana going. Oh, you forgot to pick them up. Brutal. I imagine anyone that had any of those sitting around from years ago has got to be real happy right about now. Yawgmoth Friday. Thanks, Cutie. Alright, so what's our mana situation here? We have 2 Wall of Roots, play Tomb, play Geist. Or we could go Wall of Roots, Khalni Garden, Yawgmoth. Kind of like the Khalni Garden play, get an extra creature this way. This is the better Chord of Calling play, I think. Yawgmoth and Strangleroot Geist are basically the same, just Yawgmoth costs less. Strangleroot Geist is a lot better when we're, you know, attacking for damage, trying to kill our opponent, but That's not always what we're trying to do. Haste to attack faster. Yep, I mean, like, considering our hand, we're trying to combo. Karn Great Creator, that is a problem. But we might be able to just kill it with this Strangleroot Geist now. What do they get? Could be Grafdigger's Cage. They get... Oh, they just get Coating. Sure. Yeah, we're going to kill that Karn. This is definitely a situation where Geist is looking good. They want to turn the Bird of Paradise into an artifact so we can't use it. Sure. We'll get the mana back when we kill Karn. Oops, not that one. This one. So, unfortunately, we only have 3 mana. So we just play Bird and Overgrown Tomb tapped. Could also play Verdant Catacombs there, looking for Dryad Arbor. That would have been fine, maybe even better. Probably better. We would have gotten the extra 1/1 to attack with. Like, we can still get the... Oh, O-Stone? Brutal. We still get these things, but we lose everything else. $0.10 card to $40. Yeah. I mean, Magic is really exciting in that sense. Speculators can make a ton of money or can lose big. Oh, I'm supposed to play Verdant Catacomb this turn. Because then if they O-Stone, we can reset one of the Undying creatures. Rough. Oh, they're putting a Fate counter on. Okay. Oh, this is super, super good for us. Oh, I can't believe they did that. Okay. We're in it. I think we win. Cannot believe they did that during our combat step. Our opponent is going to be angry at themselves. Put a -1 counter on nothing. Sacrifice Yawgmoth. Scurry Oak. We're looking for... there's a few things we're looking for. Target sack. Chord of Calling would be good. We could just go ahead and draw the... I mean, there's so many things we could draw here. Target sack. Eldritch Evolution. We don't have the mana. No, we do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. Go get Cutthroat. Target sack. No, it's not a misclick. It was being lazy. Target sack. Target sack. I'll be catching up with chat in a minute. I just want to finish this. Target sack. Vocalize it so that I don't make a mistake. Target sack. I made a mistake one time doing this, and I don't want to do that ever again. Target sack. Target sack. Target sack. Target sack. Target sack. This combo is fairly click intensive. Target sack. Okay, we got Chord of Calling here, but I mean they're already at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go get like Geralf's Messenger, it's a little bit faster. Nah, they're not going to do that. As long as they're F6, that's fine. Target sack. Target sack. Okay, we're done. Yeah, I do think that you know, it's very generous, it's very kind if an opponent will if an opponent will concede. But as long as they're just F6ing, then that's totally legitimate. Yeah, that was a huge punt. If they should not have done that during combat. They had to do that during the end step. They just gave me the game. They just gave it to me on a silver platter. Yeah, if they had planned to use it to destroy the board, sure. And I had actually misplayed. I could have, you know, done that even like if they had done the O Stone in combat and I had played the Verdant Catacombs, I play the Yawgmoth afterwards, go get Dryad Arbor, reset one of my Undying creatures, and I can still go and draw a bunch of cards, but like I didn't have the combo ready to kill. I would have been out of mana at that point. All right, so what am I going to do against Affinity? I do want Mindcensor, I want Revoker. I feel like Force of Vigor might be where I need to be. Which is a lot of cards. Yeah, it's Tron, but Force of Vigor is one of the ways that we can get rid of Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah. It's really awkward with Twilight Mire Dryad Arbor, but I'm going to keep it. Maybe we'll draw a green source off the top that we can use to cast a bird. Worst case, we can go Dryad Arbor into turn 2, Twilight Mire Bird. Relic is pretty good. Not as good as Grafdigger's Cage, though. Hmm. I mean, what else could you be doing here, Jakar? Pass the turn, please. That is stupid. That combo works. Salty much? Why not play a land? So it looks like our opponent is a little bit salty about the combo itself. Here, give me a second here. I'll turn the cam back on in a mo. That is stupid that combo works. What you mean? The wolf gets to keep coming back, right? Well, yeah, Yogg is good to his pets. Because it has no +1/+1 counters. The counters cancel out. They shouldn't. They should both just exist. Like, you know what is good for Magic? Tron player being... Yeah, a Tron player being salty. Give me a break. So I just said, have you ever thought about getting a job at Wizards R&D? You sacrificed the relic? What? What are you doing? Okay, cool. We probably have to kill this. So let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we could play Geist and then evolve Geist into Knight and kill the O-Stone. All right. Got rid of the O-Stone. Get the threat off the board. We got a couple creatures to attack with, but more importantly, we got Yawgmoth in hand. Yavimaya. Thanks for the mana. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, so they have Tron ready to go next turn, but we have a ton of mana, plus Yawgmoth, Strangleroot Geist. We might be able to win right now. Mr. Rabe, welcome, welcome. Eugene. All right. So I think I win. Scurry Oak. Okay. So that gives us a lot of draws. The Scurry Oak thing is a little bit complicated. So I play Scurry Oak, then I play Yawgmoth, and that should get me infinite draws. I just figured like I had Yawgmoth and I had so many creatures that I was going to be able to draw into the combo. And I just drew Scurry Oak, so that's going to give me infinite draws. I just have to remember how to do it. Oh, we don't have enough mana. Oh, we only have 6 mana. We don't have 7. Okay, so we'll play the Yawgmoth and get some draws. Okay, target, Geist, sack, Dryad Arbor. Target, nothing, sacrifice, Geist. Target, Geist, sacrifice, bird. Come on. Target, nothing, sacrifice, Geist. Off by 1 mana still. Yeah, it's getting tight. Target this, sacrifice, bird. Target nothing, sacrifice, Geist. Damn it. Okay, we got 2 more draws. Target sack. Phyrexian Revoker. No target. Sack. Damn. All right, no good. We're gonna play Revoker. What do we name with Revoker? From Ugin. Do we know they have Ugin? Yeah, we do. Okay. So yeah, we name Ugin. All right. Get rid of Blooming Marsh, Twilight Mire. We've already used the Dryad Arbor. There's the Karn. Karn probably takes Yogg. Yep. So we could Grist, kill the Karn, and then attack them for 5. No, that doesn't quite work. We need another creature to do that. We could Scurry Oak. Could have drawn with Yawgmoth. What? How? I wanted to keep both these things as is. We can't sacrifice Yawgmoth to itself. It has protection from humans. And that's all we can do for this turn. Pass back. And it says another. Sacrifice another creature. Yep. Oh, that's right. It's a cost to sack, so the protection doesn't do anything about that, but it does say another, so it still can't hit itself. I knew that it couldn't hit itself, but we got there eventually. Thanks, friends, for keeping these things correct. Magic is a very complicated game where the smallest difference makes a huge difference. So, like, every single word matters. That another, super important. So they get rid of the Revoker here, but they only have 4 mana left. All right, Catacombs is still good. We know only about the Ugin, so they could have, like, maybe Dismember or something. Yay, a game where my backseat gaming isn't getting you banned. Yeah, that's one of the things that we're doing over here on this channel. We appreciate a little bit of backseating. Sweet. Well, this is just guaranteed. Oh, yeah. Mmm. Can you feel that salt, chat? Can you feel that salt? That is just exactly the kind of thing that I like. Opponent, has no response to my good luck. And, once I win with this combo they don't like, now they're ready to say something. Good times. I hate this hand. I hate everything to do with it. This hand is awful. This hand is great. The only thing is we have to get rid of a card. We probably get rid of a land. Think to, like, just get rid of, like, Blooming Marsh, maybe? Oh, no kidding. They filmed that movie in your city. Mr. Duct Tape, hope your luck is better than yesterday. It's been a winding road today, up and down. We started 0-2 and then we got 2 in a row. So yeah, we definitely keep this. Question is, what do we put back? So I know that I want to keep a Blooming Marsh, Bird of Paradise, Strangleroot Geist, Golf. Yeah, so it's one of these two that I want to ditch. The Twilight Mire makes forests better. I don't think there's any reason why, like, Blooming Marsh, I think, is just not better than Twilight Mire. Hello, Blind. Why keep Mire? Because it makes forest or swamp better. If we kept Blooming Marsh as our 2 lands, and they kill our bird, then we draw forest, we can't cast Geralf's Messenger. Soulscar Mage. Alright, so there's some really interesting things that are going on between Soulscar Mage and our creatures. If our creature has a +1/+1 counter on it, they have a Soulscar Mage on the battlefield, and they lightning bolt our creature stays dead. Yep. This is just terrible. Did not really expect to be seeing this here. But it's one of the cool things about Modern is its vast format. People, aren't exactly expecting to be facing Yawgmoth combo. What? So cool. Yawgmoth has protection from humans. But I don't know if we're going to have enough time. Does it stay dead? Yes. Not the first time. If it has no +1/+1 counters on it, it will come back. But if it has a +1/+1 counter on it and dies to Soulscar Mage, the counters don't cancel out in time. The creature dies as a state-based effect at the same time the counters would cancel out. So when it dies, it looks at its previous state, and its previous state, it had +1/+1 counter and -1/-1 counters. Yeah, Lair's interactions. Isn't Persist good against Soulscar? Is it? I don't think so. I think Persist would be super bad, because it would just die right away. Ogres, onions, Magic the Gathering, things that have lairs. Just as long as you didn't put the cake in there, because as we all know, the cake is a lie. Parfaits, nice. No Lurrus is curious. They might have, Bedlam Reveler. Hey, there's the forest. But of course, we already got this. So we could, like, just go get Yawgmoth right now, and we have a creature that has protection from humans. Ah, Bone Crusher. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I almost like just going to get Yawgmoth right now, so I can block their creatures. But it's bad. I mean, they only have one card in hand, too. Alternatively, we could just play the Geralf's Messenger and then go get Yawgmoth next turn. I don't think we're gonna die. I'm gonna play Geralf's Messenger. Yeah, we do want a higher life total than the opponent. That is important if we're going to combo out. Actually, though, interestingly, if we have two Geralf's Messengers, that obviously changes the math. What? Huh. I guess we take 4 damage. I don't want them to draw 3 cards. Then again, we do almost kill their board. No, there's no way I want to let them draw cards. Take the damage. So it's exactly the list that was linked. So let's see here. Boop. Finale of Promise, Lightning Helix, Risk Factor, one of Boros Charm. Boros Charm's so cool in this deck. I would play 4. Instead of playing all these silly one-ofs, I just play the 4 Boros Charms. We'll keep this open so I can look at the sideboard later. Looks like they're going to have some good cards against us. Luck here. Boros Charm is too slow. Gives the double strike. Why play Risk Factor when Browbeat exists? I mean, it does have Jumpstart. Wow. This is going to be a lot of damage. Do we even survive this? 5, 6, 7? We go to 3. I don't know. This is still a really difficult position for us. Risk factor is an instant. Oh, that's good. Ah, oh, good draw. That might be the best draw on the deck. We don't have the combo, but this was a really strong draw. So we could play Geralf's Messenger, then we have 2 blockers. And then next turn, we could go get Yawg. Or we could turn Geralf's Messenger into a Yawgmoth, and that has protection from humans. Kill both their creatures? Do we have enough to do that? Probably. Alright. So we should attack with Geralf's Messenger then, right? If we're going to be getting Yawg. They can dart. Yeah, they could dart the Young Wolf. That changes things a little bit. Yeah, the life total is pretty bad. We could go get Knight of Autumn and just gain 4 life. Yeah, I want to kill Lumimancer for sure. Yawgmoth. Okay. Go. So Bolt kills us. Land means they get to draw cards. Ah. Yep. One of Boros Charm. Good game. Yeah, that was a fun one. Good top deck. That was a 1 of, too. So they get Path to Exile, Soul Guide Lantern, and that's it. Still pretty good. What are we going to want to play? Ah, this list doesn't have any Kitchen Finks? What am I even doing with my life? Bring in Culling Ritual. Could bring in Leyline so they can't target us with their lightning bolts. Oh, Eidolon, yep. Plague Engineer on human is probably pretty good. Gonna bring an Endurance in here, a nice surprise blocker. Can get rid of some of the problem cards out of their graveyard. I'm not sure. Maybe I should just, like, keep that out of here. Kozilek in easy. Absolutely. All right, we need to win-win here. Yeah, the Boros Charm was really good as the one of there, but if they had drawn I mean, the Lightning Helix would have still been good. The Finale, I don't think, would have been what they wanted. Mutagenic was no good. Lightning Bolt was a win. Crash Through. No, Crash Through wasn't good enough. Dart wasn't good enough. Bone Crusher wasn't good enough. I like the Light Scribe. Playing Cat Constantine. Eh, not great. They're just gonna like Lava Dart the bird. Oh, this is way worse. Mulligan to Oblivion. Let's go. Alright, we'll keep this. It's pretty bad. Get rid of this. And probably Yogg. Abysmal. Nice. I like the land draw. Let's go get... I gotta go get like Forest just to keep my life total high. I mean, we need two black sources to cast Yawgmoth, but maybe we can, use Chord of Calling or something? I don't know. I mean, ideally, we wanted double Overgrown Tomb, but I wasn't going to pay 6 life. We're going to be struggling this game. I found these kinds of decks are already a difficult matchup. Not the worst, but they definitely have play versus Yawgmoth because they're so fast. Leyline does buy some time. Means they cannot Lightning Bolt or Lava Dart myself, just my creatures. I guess they could cast it on their own creatures too. Soulscar Mage doesn't wither your own creatures, it seems. This block is not great. Prevent 1 damage. Infinite Undying, that is sort of what we're going for. But not necessarily. We were talking earlier about how Soulscar Mage interacts with Geist. If they Lightning Bolt the Geist here, it will stay dead. We do have Chord of Calling for Dryad Arbor. Hey, stream team. Welcome back. We're just finishing off the league. This is match 5. Alright, so Manamorphose. Yep. What's it gonna be? Another Manamorphose? So we could potentially Eldritch something into a Yawgmoth. We get protection from humans. We can start blocking their critters. Not that one. Ugh. Wow. Okay. Opponent Googling what happens if he bolts the Geist. It is not a, it's not a good look. I think we're dead. I mean, Ignoble Hierarch wasn't going to save us here. We just had an abysmal hand this game. Now we lose. I mean, obviously I should have played the Aether Vial there. I'm just tilted. We got some good games in, but I think this is going to be a negative record. This should easily be lethal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They just need one spell. Chord for Arbor to prolong the pain. They Lava Dart the Arbor. Oh, Lightning Bolt to us. Yeah, so that's 9 plus 3. That's just dead right there. No, they don't even need 2 spells. Oh, okay, no, I miscalculated. Our life was already done. That... Yeah, okay. That's right, because of Leyline. They're not hitting us. Ah, still. They can just hit themselves. So that's 10, 14... And they still have the Lava Dart, which they're able to use to kill the Dryad Arbor. But let's just go get it just for fun, okay? They let me block. Haha, I'm still alive. You thought I was dead. Why do you struggle so? Be still. Comics84, thanks for the follow, friend. Rip apart. Yep, yep. Why did I give them a target for rip apart? Ah, woe is me. Now they can hit me with a Lava Dart from the graveyard and put me to 1. Hey, if you stuck it out through the last of this game, thanks a lot, friends. We're just having a little bit of fun. We know we're dead. GG's. Okay, a little bit disappointing to get the 2-3 with Yawgmoth, but you can't win them all. There's such a thing as variance. There's such a thing as making mistakes. And, oh, this is not the deck we were playing. And there's such a thing as having fun with a deck that you love. And this is a deck that I thoroughly enjoy. Being able to kind of test out this new flavor of Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth is something I have so much experience with, and, you know, adding that little bit of spice is something that, you know, made it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more awkward. I think that personally, I'm not going to be sticking with the Aether Vial in this list. I enjoy other versions, but I mean, it's definitely a consideration. It's a mana dork that doesn't get killed by Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt. But, I mean, this is a prismatic ending world now, and Aether Vial does get exiled by that. As for the Ivy Oak combo, I mean, as much as I love it, I really, really do, it's so easy to disrupt in the sense that we only have one of each. So if at any point one of these cards goes to the graveyard, the combo's done. You can't do it anymore. If we had more space to be able to play more oaks and more ivies, maybe it might be better, but I think that those slots are just better off given to like Hapatra or a fourth Geralf's Messenger or something along those lines. I do really miss the bullet board, and it was nice to use it again. But I mean, like, some of the spells that we have access to are so important, and not having Fatal Push or Thoughtseize, I was definitely missing those cards. And then also, like, we're not even running Collector Oof. Why not? Yeah, I think that's what I got to say about the deck today.